and welcome everyone to another deadline stream on this channel now. This one is a little bit more earlier than you're used to, but yeah, before starting I just want to give you a big massive thank you for everyone who watched my channel this season. Really appreciate it, it really means a lot, and yeah, I'm really grateful for every one of you. Hi Prajwol, Parajuli, hi Manish Tapa. I hope that you're having a great evening, and yeah, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for joining so early, really appreciated. Now yeah, hopefully the audio is okay, the video is okay. I know I had some problems with the lag in my last streams, but yeah, hopefully this one is going to work out just fine. um Hi and welcome. As I said before, who's best captain to do and get in if you're using a wildcard? That's where you're referring, right, Manish Tapa? So it doesn't really matter if you're using your wildcard or not. Uh, the most popular captain is going to be Mohamed Salah. So I'm going to be honest with you. Probably he's going to be my captain. Um, yeah, sorry, I just I was just checking a little bit. Um, so yeah, give a like to the stream if you're new around here. Hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're new, it really helps me, and I really appreciate it. So the most popular captain probably is going to be Mohamed Salah, as I said before. Probably he's going to be my captain, but yeah, pretty much he's the safe option. There are a lot of good captaincy options this week. Now, not so many, but Mohamed Salah, Evan Nilsson, Bowen, Bukayo Saka, if you think that he's going to start, he could be a nice differential. It really depends in which situation you are. Obviously, if you're chasing, if you want to gain some rank, if you want to protect your rank. For me, mostly at the moment, is a little bit about protecting, but also Salah is going to play at home against Crystal Palace, which is a team they also just won the FA Cup, so they are still partying probably, just like Liverpool. But I think that Liverpool are going to go full strength in this game. Obviously, this is the game when they are going to leave the title. So I think that is going to be a good. We're going to see a good performance from Liverpool, and yeah, I just expect Mohamed Salah to be involved, and I can see a lot of goals in this game. So pretty much this is my thinking process about the captaincy this week. I'm not going to overthink it too much. I'm just going to go safe and boring probably with Mohamed Salah, but yeah. Wait, is the deadline today? So no. I thank you so much for joining the stream. Firstly, sadly, I'm not going to be able to do a deadline stream on Sunday because I'm going to be away. I'm going to take a trip to Liverpool, Manchester, visit some cities. So yeah, sadly for me and for you, I'm not going to be able to stream in that day, and I just moved my deadline stream a little bit earlier. Now, yeah, I'm sorry about that, and yeah, hopefully you can understand. Obviously, and probably I'm not going to do my moves today, but yeah, don't worry, you still have a lot of days to think about it, to see the press conferences, and to get as much info as possible to make your best decision. But yeah, Salah has had been out of form. Yeah, I know, Manish Tapa. I know. I really understand if you don't want to captain Mohamed Salah. It's I understand the decision, but to be honest with you, and that's not just because I captain Mohamed Salah in gameweek 37 and he blanked, but he missed an open goal. Now I don't know if you saw it, but he had some chances, and any other day Mohamed Salah could have scored at least one goal in gameweek 37 against Brighton. So I think that he was a little bit unlucky. He's still chasing the records. It's the last game of the season, obviously, and I think that also the teammates are going to try to help him maybe a little bit to try to get those one or two attacking returns. So uh, yeah, he's maybe out of form. I'm not trying to argue about that, but he's still Mohamed Salah. He's still on penalties. If Liverpool are going to get a penalty, probably he's going to score. So yeah, I'm on bench boost. Should I take a -4 hit now? Prajwol, Parajuli. It really depends which players. I know it's boring, and I'm not trying to get I don't know, around the fence or something like that. Uh, but it really depends which players are you selling and which players are you buying. Because, for an example, if on your bench you have players like Saliba, Timber, players you know that they are not going to start, then probably yeah, it's worth to take a -4. Also, if you're on a bench boost, so yeah, it really depends. But yeah, let's just move to my team. Um, so ignore Vardy, guys. Vardy is not going to play against Bournemouth away. He was a transfer for me in gaming 37, but he was just a one game week punt, and I'm really happy that it paid off. He scored, but he's not going to be with the squad. Probably he's not going to be part of that squad against Bournemouth. So uh, I'm either going to sell Vardy or bench him. So yeah, don't worry that you see him at the moment in my starting 11. He's not going to start for me. Um, 8 people on the live stream. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream so early. Make sure you give a like. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed the content. Obviously, it really helps. Hi, Simon Lee. Thank you so much for joining. Also, how are you? Um, with Saliba out, best three defenders among Guardiol, Diaz, Konsa, Munoz. Uh, yeah, it's pretty. Now I know that last stream you had a tough decision to do, and yeah, it could happen any gaming, to be honest with you, Simonly. But from my perspective, as you can see, for my team, I'm not going to play Munoz just because I think that the chances for Crystal Palace to keep a clean sheet against Liverpool away at Anfield are really low. So I know that Munoz is a really attacking defender. He could score a goal, he could get some assists, but yeah, I'm just not going to play him. So pretty much that's my decision made there. So I would play Guardiol, Diaz, and Konsa probably in your case. Also, those defenders have good fixtures. Guardiol, Diaz against Fulham, and Konsa against Manchester United. Villa are fighting for the Champions League. They are on a streak with 3 or 4 clean sheets in a row, Aston Villa. So yeah, they are defending better at the moment. I would play Konsa, Diaz, and Guardiol, but obviously, if Munoz is going to score 2 goals, yeah, it's going to be a little bit unlucky for you. Do you think what to do, captain, select team? I don't really understand your question. If that's a question, Manish Tapa or Tapa, sorry for the if I for the wrong pronunciation. Uh, yeah, I'm going to this stream basically is going to be, if you have any questions, I'm going to try to answer them. We're going to talk about the my team selection if you want, about my plans for gaming 38, about the best captaincy options, and yeah, pretty much what would be usually talk on a deadline stream. Now yeah, sadly it's not a deadline stream because that's going to be on Sunday, but uh if you want to listen to me talking about my team, basically I come to a conclusion. Before gaming 37, my plan was to sell Isak to Evan Nilsson and Psar to Bukayo Saka and just captain Saka, but at the moment Arsenal won against Newcastle in gaming 37, so they pretty much secured that Champions League spot. The second place they secured it pretty much, and we could see some rotation. And I'm not 100% confident Bukayo Saka is going to start. Now at the moment we're talking, I think that Saka is going to start, but I really need to see all the press conferences. Let's see what Arteta is going to say, and basically because of that, I'm not so sure if I want to buy Bukayo Saka, to be honest with you. Now I have some problems also. I'm not sure if De Bruyne is going to start. But yeah, probably I'm just going to hope that he's going to start at least. It's his last game at Manchester City. Now, my plans at the moment are, if Isak is going to be fit, probably I'm just going to keep him against Everton at home. The fixture is okay. Everton are going to be without Braithwaite, and Newcastle really need to win this game against Everton. So I think that Isak is a fine option if he's fit to start, obviously. And if that's going to be the case, I'm just going to sell Vardy to Evan Nilsson or Sar to Bowen. So pretty much this is my plan at the moment. I have the money to do that. I have 2.4 millions in the bank at the time we're speaking. Uh, Hi Steve, thank you so much for joining the stream, really appreciated. Hey Dennis, I found you late into the season, but thanks for all the advice. Congrats on a great finish. Now Steve, that's not your mistake. I don't know if you know, but I made FPL content for about 2 years, 2021, 2023, I think, and then I stopped. And this season, I just started making FPL content again, so that's why maybe you found me a little bit late in the season, and that's also my mistake because I started pretty much late. Now, from now on, probably I'm going to next season I'm going to be here from the beginning. So yeah, if you wanna follow me, if you enjoy my content, obviously I'm going to be here from now on. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching my content. It really means a lot. And yeah, I just hope that I can give you some good advice. That's my purpose here. I really want to try to help if I can. Obviously, I'm not a football expert or something like that. I'm just a guy who gave his opinion about FPL and the players in England in general. But yeah, I'm trying to help. My rank at the moment is really great. This is my best finish probably since I started playing FPL. So yeah, thanks a lot for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Also, guys, don't forget to leave a like on the stream if you enjoyed it. Yeah, subscribe also if you want to see more. So my second out is among Saliba, Isak, and Kevin De Bruyne. To White, Brown, and Bournemouth striker. Okay, so I think that you meant Bowen, right? Not Brown, because I don't know if there is a player named Brown. So you're planning to sell Saliba, Isak, Kevin De Bruyne to White, Bowen, and Evan Nilsson. If that's for free, I rate it. I think that's obviously you're bringing in better players. Uh, you're on a bench boost, so yeah, I think that the -4 is justified there because you're selling three players you're not sure if they are going to start to White, Bowen, and Evan Nilsson, which are great players for gameweek 38. So yeah, I really like that. Will Isak play? We don't know at the moment. That's the sad truth. Obviously, he missed the game against Arsenal, so we know that he had a problem. We know before that there are some rumors that Isak is going to do a surgery after the season, so that's why he also played not so great in the last game weeks. He played with some discomfort, so that's also a reason. But at the moment, we really need to see what Eddie Howe is going to say at the press conference. I think that if obviously I think that if he's fit he's going to start, but at the moment I can't give you a guaranteed because I don't know. And if Isak is not going to be fit, probably I'm just going to take a -4 because I don't really want to play Sar against Liverpool. So yeah, so that's it for a -4. Yeah, I really like that Prash wall. I think that's a good strategy. You're bench boosting, so obviously you can't have Saliba on your bench, right? So just for that reason, I think that you should sell Saliba even for a -4. Uh, Current front seven: Bowen, Salah, Mbeumo, Rogers, Wood, Watkins, Isak. Sar on the bench with one free transfer. I might do Isak to Evan Nilsson. Any other possible moves than that which is semi-differential and good? Uh, yeah, if you have just one free transfer and you don't want to take a -4, probably Isak to Evan Nilsson makes sense. Now, if Isak is going to be fit, you could just sell Wood to Evan Nilsson. That's also a nice option. Wood is going to play against Chelsea, so obviously he can score, but Chelsea are defending really good at the moment, and I don't really like Wood for the final game of the season. But yeah, those players, obviously you're not going to sell Bowen, Salah, Mbeumo, or Rogers. I think that, and Watkins also is a nice option if you have him. Differentials, if you want to buy a differential forward, maybe you don't have a lot of options. Welbeck could be a nice option against Spurs, but other than that, Cunha, you're not sure if he's going to start. Wisa is a nice one if you don't have him, but I would just buy Van Nielsen, to be honest with you. I think that he's the best striker for gameweek 38. So Steve, who would you transfer Sar to? Already have Bowen, Salah, Mbeumo, Rogers playing 3-5-2. Um, so you have really good players in Bowen, Salah, Mbeumo, Rogers. Now, let's just take a look at some midfield. Now you're not going to see them here, right? Okay, we're going to move to the squad FPL hub. I just want to see some names. So obviously here you have the predictions of points for midfielders if you really care about that. Now, if you could say also budget, probably Semenyo is the one I would go, because I would go for Clivert, but he was subbed off at halftime against Manchester City, so I just don't see a way. I would not buy Clivert for an example, because the minutes risk is there, but if you are sure that Clivert is going to start and play good minutes, I think that he's a better pick than Semenyo, because obviously he's on set pieces and penalties. But if not, you could look to someone like Semenyo, who I think that he's going to start and play good minutes. Barnes is another one, another interesting differential if you want. So you have Watkins and Wissa up top. Not sure about Saka. He's been poor. I think 6 goals in 20. Yeah, obviously when he was back after the injury, he was on the bench for 3 or 4 games, and he just came in for some minutes. So yeah, it's tough to judge Saka. I think that he's a great option if he's going to start, but obviously his form is not there at the moment. He's just not playing amazingly at the moment. Let's be real. So again, if you guys are going to watch another deadline stream on Sunday, and if you can wait till the last minute, maybe we're going to get some leaks if some players are going to start, because in that case you could look for an Arsenal midfielder. If you want to buy someone like Martinelli, someone like Odegaard, so Semenyo, as I said before. Yeah, I would like to target the players who are playing against Southampton, Ipswich, and Leicester, to be honest with you. Obviously, someone like Minte could be a nice option against Spurs, but yeah, I would just target those players. Someone like Gordon could be a nice differential. Hi, AZ Phillips. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. How are you? Good evening. Hi, Raul. Also, thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. And sorry about the thing that I can't make a deadline stream on Sunday because I'm going to be away. But yeah, hopefully, happily for you guys, you have a lot of FPL content creators who are going to stream on Sunday, so you're covered in that department. Now, hopefully, I didn't miss any questions. Uh, Yeah, we were talking just about the midfielders. So because Steve has Bowen, Salah, Mbeumo, Rogers, and he wants to add another midfielder, and probably I would just look to the Bournemouth midfielders. But at the moment, I would not go for someone like Clivert, just because, yeah, I don't want to risk it. He could be on the bench. He could play just one half. The minutes are just not there for Clivert, so I would go for someone like Semenyo maybe from Bournemouth if you want. Newcastle attack midfielders could be okay as a differential. Obviously, Gordon and Barnes. I think that they are going to start, and I really like Martinelli if he's going to start also. So, pretty much, Steve, these are your options at the moment. I could also bench Sar and get Evan Nilsson. So, pretty much, you're in the same situation as me, because yeah, if Isak is going to be fit, probably I'm just going to keep him. And what I can do is to sell Vardy to Evan Nilsson or Sar to Bowen. And now I really need to decide which way I want to go. Now, if we're talking about which player is going to be more of a differential, let me just see here. Transfers in. So Bowen is transferred in already this week by 150,000 people, and Evan Nilsson by 120,000. So it's not a big difference. Now, if we look here, the ownership of Evan Nilsson, obviously it's 4.4, 4.5. You don't see it percent, and yeah, so the ownership of Bowen is a little bit higher. Now, it really depends also in which rank we're talking about, because in the top 10k, I think that a lot of people are going to buy players like Bowen and Evan Nilsson, and their effective ownership is going to be really high. Uh, but I think that Evan Nilsson is going to be maybe more of a differential than Bowen. But yeah, probably at the moment I'm slightly leaning towards just selling Vardy to Evan Nilsson. But I really like Bowen also for gameweek 38. So I don't know. I could just take a -4 and get both of them. But I really need to decide if I want to do that. Um, Surely Sar starts over Vardy. Yeah, I said it before. Sorry, AZ, you weren't here, but ignore Vardy. Okay, I am going to do this for you guys. Okay, so Sar is now on my 11, but Vardy was there just because probably I'm going to sell Vardy or sell Sar this gaming. So pretty much no one of those two players are going to be in my starting 11 by the deadline. So this is my plan. It's either Vardy to Evan Nilsson or Sar to Bowen. Now at the moment I have the money to do any of those moves. Now that's if Isak is going to be fit, because if Isak is not going to be fit, probably I'm just going to take a -4, because I don't really want to play Sar against Liverpool. I don't know, maybe it's just the frustration, because I had Sar um, for the last game weeks. He was really bad, and for those people who had Eze, he just mashed it every game week. Every game week Eze scored and Sar blanked. That was a really big swing for the non-owners. So yeah, I can see some goals in this game, Liverpool Crystal Palace, and I think that Sar could be involved in that. But I don't know. I'm over Sar, and I don't really want to play him against Liverpool. So even for a -4, I don't know. I think that there are better options. Um, so Raul, I have two free transfers. I'm going for João Pedro to Havertz and Saliba to White. Okay, so you change your plan about selling Kevin De Bruyne uh, to Bukayo Saka now. Yeah, I really understand that. I'm not sure if I want to go for Bukayo Saka, to be honest with you. So João Pedro to Havertz is a really nice move. Yeah, obviously you're going to wait till the deadline to see if we get some leaks that Havertz is going to start, then he could be a nice differential. And Saliba to White, I really like White for this gaming. I wish I had him, but obviously I'm really happy with Kivior and Raya. So yeah, I was a little bit lucky here, because obviously those who have Saliba were really unlucky in gaming 37. Let's be honest, he was subbed off with an injury, and he lost also the clean sheet. So yeah, really unlucky there. I'm really happy with my defense, to be honest with you. Raya, Kivior against Southampton, Guardiola against Fulham away doesn't really matter, because everybody has Guardiola. So even probably that if Guardiola is going to keep a clean sheet, probably that's going to harm my rank, because a lot of people have Guardiola, Diaz, also Kevin De Bruyne. Um, uh, but the defender I'm most excited about owning at the moment is Livramento, to be honest with you, because I really hope that Newcastle are still going to play a 3-5-2 formation with wings back, and Livramento is going to play as a wing back. He's really attacking. He is creating a lot of chances at the moment. The fixture is great for a clean sheet, and yeah, if Livramento is going to get an attack in return, he could score really good points. And also, not a lot of people have Livramento at the moment, so that's also a plus. Um, Um, Hi Rizwan Ali, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. I'm not sure if I saw you on the stream before, but yeah, really happy and I'm really glad and grateful that you joined. How are you? Firstly, I hope that you had a great evening. Um, so you have Saliba and Isak both flagged. Who from them would you sell? Just a second. So with Saliba, the thing is we're 100% sure that he's going to be out. So I think that you should prioritize selling Saliba, but obviously just wait to see what news we're going to get about Alexander Isak, because if Isak is going to be fit to start, now I'm not saying we don't know if Eddie Howe is going to help us with that matter, because usually he doesn't give us any confirmation about the injury of players, but I would just wait at the moment. If Isak is going to be fit, obviously you're just going to sell Saliba, and probably I would just go for someone like White or Kerkez in your case. I just joined now. Seen link in my group chat. You are in. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Hope that you're going to enjoy my stream now. This one is special because sadly I'm not going to be able to do a deadline stream on Sunday because I'm not going to be at home. So that's why it is a little bit earlier than before. Um, but yeah, thanks a lot for joining. Give a like, guys, if you enjoyed the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here, and if you enjoyed the content, obviously it really helps and I really appreciate it. Um, Considering the situation, I think Kevin De Bruyne will start in Gaming 38. That's also my tough. Okay, I just blocked a little bit. My thinking process, because City really needs to win also this game against Fulham away to, I don't know, to secure the UEFA Champions League spots. And Kevin De Bruyne is a big part of that. It's his last game at Manchester City also. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth for me to just sell De Bruyne to Saka and play Sar. It just it just doesn't feel worth for me, and I'm going to gamble to if De Bruyne is going to start pretty much. Uh, if he's not going to start, fine. Probably he's going to get some minutes. He could do some damage off the bench also. And if not, I have Sar on the bench, and yeah, it is what it is. So I'm keeping Kevin De Bruyne, and if doesn't start, I have 3 Palace players on the bench. Okay, yeah, that's the same. Now Vardy is going to be probably the last on my bench. It doesn't really matter. Also, with Raya and Martinez, I think that both have great fixtures. I saw some people argue with me. I mean, not argue. They spoke their opinion about why am I starting my Arsenal defenders against Southampton, because probably they are going to rotate and maybe they are not going to keep a clean sheet. But for me, this is the easiest decision on my team selection. If I have the players from Arsenal, I'm just going to start them, Raya and Kivior. I think that still they are the best defense in the Premier League, even if Saliba and Timber are going to be out. Uh, I'm not going to start Martinez over him, although I think that Martinez has a good fixture against Man United, but I don't know. The chances for United to score are bigger than for Southampton, in my opinion. That's just my perspective. So I'm just going to gamble with my double Arsenal defense, if you can call that a gamble. So, yeah. Um, Now, if we let's just move to my team to show it on here. Here I'm going to play. They are suggesting me playing Konate instead of Livramento. I just don't see me playing Konate over Livramento, to be honest with you. Although Konate is going to be a big differential. I could play him maybe over someone like Guardiol, but it's really risky at my rank at the moment because everybody owns Guardiol, and I don't know. I just don't see the chances being so big of Liverpool keeping a clean sheet against Crystal Palace. That's the only thing. But honestly, you could say the same against Manchester City. But yeah, I don't know. At the moment, Kivio, Livramento, Guardiol is my backline. I'm really happy with my midfielders besides Kevin De Bruyne because I'm not sure if he's going to start. But Mohamed Salah, De Bruyne, Mbeumo, Rogers, I really like all of my midfielders, and also I like Wissa as a striker. My only problems are with Isak at the moment. Um, if Isak is not starting, Callum Wilson could be a great differential. Good point, Raul. To be honest with you, I didn't think too much about Wilson, but he could be a great option. He could be also on penalties. Uh, I don't know. If you ask me which forwards are going to score more points in Gameweek 38, my mind just go directly to Evan Nilsson. I don't know, maybe that's a mistake, but I just like the fixture. Leicester at home for Bournemouth. If Kluivert is not going to be on the pitch at some point in the game, Evan Nilsson probably is going to be on penalties also, so I don't know. I just think that Evan Wilson is going to score more points than Wilson, than Welbeck, than I don't know, than Wissa. But obviously, we don't know that for sure. So Wilson could be a nice differential. Good point. Um, I'm considering captaining Gerald Bowen. What are your thoughts on that? I think that's great. Now, if you ask me now, I think that Mohamed Salah is going to score more points than Bowen. But and if we follow that reasoning, obviously you just captain the player you think is going to score more points. But again, if you want to go different, if you're chasing, if you want to gain some rank, Bone is a nice option against Ipswich. If Paqueta is going to be out, Bone is also probably on penalties. So he's just a nice option. He scored in the last 5 or 6 game weeks, I think, Bone. He was exceptional. Uh, Now, yeah, if you want to go different, I don't know. If I think about the best captaincy options, probably for me the top is Salah, Bowen, and Evan Nilsson. Something like that. I mean, Saka would be on that list, but I'm just not sure if he's going to start or if he's going to get good minutes because Saka would be an amazing differential captain also. But pretty much these are the options for the captaincy. There aren't many options. And for my reasoning to give you my thinking process, I just think that Liverpool Crystal Palace is going to be a more high scoring game than West Ham and Ipswich, and I could be totally wrong there. I'm not saying that, but I can see Liverpool scoring 4 goals, for an example, against Crystal Palace in the final day, and it wouldn't be a surprise to anyone, right? Uh, and with West Ham in particular are not playing great at the moment. Now Bowen is a great option, but as a team, West Ham are not scoring usually a lot of goals, so I can see them scoring 2 or 3 against Ipswich. But I don't know. I just Salah, both players, Salah and Bowen, if these teams are going to score goals, they are involved in more than 50% of the goals scored by these teams all season. So when Liverpool is going to score, you pretty much think that is going to be Salah involved. The same goes with Bowen. So yeah, it's pretty much a coin flip. It really depends if you want to go risky. Also, if you're not prepared to take the risk, if you're going to captain Bowen and Mohamed Salah is going to outscore him, that's going to be a big risk for you because a lot of people are going to captain Mohamed Salah. Everybody pretty much owns Salah at the moment, and yeah, just be prepared for this decision to go really bad. If you're not prepared to take that risk, then just go like me and captain Mohamed Salah. So yeah. Hmm. Evan Nilsson is great choice, but I don't see any motivation as Bournemouth have nothing left to go all out. That's true. Uh, That's true. Bournemouth lost to Manchester City yesterday, and they don't really have anything left to play. You're right on that part, but the only the good thing about Bournemouth is that they are playing at home. That's my hope that they are going to still play football. So uh, it's not just like these teams who are playing for the Champions League are going to win the last game of the season 5-0. So it's not just that easy. Usually in Gameweek 38, in the last gameweek of the season, we have it is a pretty much a high scoring gameweek usually, uh, and some teams are gonna win, maybe not a lot of them, but some teams, one or two maybe, are going to win 4-5 nil, something like that, and you just don't know which those teams are going to be. And it can happen then that a team like Bournemouth, who doesn't really have anything left to play, are just going to win 3-0 against Leicester, right? Because it's the last game at home, in front of their fans. They want to give a good impression at last. So yeah, I just don't see this. Obviously, with those teams who are motivated and are fighting for something, you're pretty much, what you get is that they are going, those the good players from those teams are going to play close to 90 minutes, but you don't get a guarantee that these players are going to smash it and score a hat tricks or something like that. So it's just not that easy. But I understand your point. Bournemouth don't have anything left to play, but I don't know. I still see Bournemouth winning 2 or 3 nil against Leicester. But yeah, I may be wrong on that. So who knows? For an example, Nottingham Forest Chelsea, both teams have something left to play. Now, obviously, because the both teams are involved, they are not going to risk too much. So I can see that game being 0-0 till the end of the game. Maybe it's not a good example because, yeah, both teams are going to be scared to go all out, obviously. But yeah, let's just take maybe Newcastle with Everton, because Everton don't have anything left to play, and Newcastle pretty much is a must-win game if they want to get in the Champions League. So yeah, I can see United smashing Everton, but to be honest with you, if they are going to be 1-0 up, then 2-0 up, I can see them slowing down a little bit, maybe trying to protect the lead. So yeah, it could happen, but again, it's really tough to see those games. But yeah, for Newcastle, the important thing is just to win the game. It doesn't matter if they are going to win 2-0 or 5-0. So we need to see. I don't think that, for an example, they are going to go all out from the beginning, because they don't want Everton to score in that game. That's my view at the moment on this situation. But yeah, if we go back to my team, okay, so I guess I'm lagging again, right, guys? Sorry about that. Uh, Monks and Dong Long Kumar, thank you so much for joining the stream. You wrote a message, but you deleted it. So yeah, if you want to ask a question, feel free to do so. I'm really happy to try to help you. Now, again, guys, if you have any opinions, any advice you want maybe to give to me, what would you do in my position? Now, I'm pretty much waiting the news for from the Eddie Howe. If Isak is going to be fit, I'm not taking a -4, and I'm just going to play Isak and sell one of Sar or Vardy to Bowen or Evan Nilsson. Pretty much, yeah, I know maybe it's a little bit boring or something like that, but yeah, I just don't see the reason to take a -4 if Isak is going to be fit. Um, and yeah, I'm going to use my one free transfer, obviously, so I need to do something. Bournemouth may rotate and Jebinson may get some minutes as he has scored in the last game. That's true. Yeah, I can't argue with that, Raul. yeah, if Bournemouth are going to win, it doesn't matter, 2-0 or 3-0. At some point, probably Evan Nilsson is going to come off. The same could go for someone like Semenyo or Clivert, to give some chances for the younger players, someone like Jebinson. So, yeah. Hi, Monk Sedong. Thank you so much for joining the stream. As I said before, please make a free team if you were free team this gaming. Okay, so I can do that. I'm gonna show you. Let's see the free team from the Squad FPL app, and we can work on that maybe. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a free team made with the AI, so don't worry too much about it. As you can see here, they have 3 players from Arsenal, 3 players from Bournemouth. Um, yeah, I'm just going to make my free team because I'm not sure if I would go for Haaland, but he could be a great option also. Um, okay, so let's see here. On the free, probably I wouldn't go for someone like Vardiol, to be honest with you. I would try to go a little bit different. Obviously, it's a free, have some fun. I'm just going to add here some players. Bowen would be here. Maybe a punt on someone like Barnes. Or even someone like Gordon if you like. Um, Ben White or Calafiori. Depending if you get some leaks or not on who's going to start. So, I don't know. On a free, I just think that I would go for something like this. Now, in defense, it's hard to argue with someone like Raya. Obviously, you could go for a defender from, for a goalkeeper from Bournemouth, if you like, for Areola against Ipswich, for Martinez if you want. Uh, Somebody just subscribed. Thank you so much, Femi Sotan. You're going to get the green arrow in gameweek38. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining the stream, also for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, welcome. And I hope that you're having a great evening. Really appreciate it. Now with the forwards, it's a little bit not so easy. Now I understand with Manchester City, probably we're going to get some leaks before the game is starting. And if Haaland is going to start, it's tough to argue without with having Haaland on the free because I don't know, nobody pretty much is going to have Haaland, and it's a nice opportunity for you to go a little bit different. So he could be on the free. Now, depending on someone like Havertz could be here. In that case, you need to go with another goalkeeper if you want to go for Havertz. And let's see. So from the forwards, the best ones are Watkins, Evan Nilsson, Haaland if you're on a free. Someone like Gakpo could be great if he's starting. Welbeck, I don't know if I mentioned him. Evan Nilsson obviously would be on the free. Something like that. If we look at goalkeepers, you could go for someone like Kepa Arrizabalaga if you don't want to go for obviously you can't play with all these players, so probably you're going to play a 3-4-3. So in that case, maybe you can just play with 4 midfielders, something like Bowen, Mbeumo, Salah and Martinelli. I think that's a solid midfield if Martinelli is going to start, and in that case you could just go for I don't know, another defender from Bournemouth, Arrizabalaga as a goalkeeper. You could play Martinez, don't get me wrong, if you prefer him. Is double Arsenal and Man City defense good option to go for clean sheet points? Now I like more the Arsenal fixture than Man City. If you want to go safe, uh, just go with Guardiola. I'm not sure if I would double up on Manchester City. Now, if you wanna wait for the leaks on Sunday, if we hear that someone like Kevin De Bruyne is starting, someone like Foden is starting, you could go for them instead of Mbeumo maybe if you want. But I'm not sure if I would do that. I don't think that I would double up on the Man City defense. Now, obviously, here I don't have all the money to do all these moves, so I'm just going to try to get some money here, buying a 3.8 goalkeeper. Yeah, I need to make some downgrades here because I can't afford all these players. So with Arsenal, you could go for double Arsenal defense. I think that's great. I have that in my own team, but I would like to target the midfielders and the forwards. If we get some leaks, Havertz is going to start. It could be a nice option, but if not, yeah, just go with double Arsenal defense and maybe a midfielder, Martinelli, Saka. It really depends which way you want to go. Um, Instead of Livramento, you could go for someone like Shar if you want. So that's also an option. If Wilson is going to start, he could be a nice option. Murphy to Semenyo, I think that's a nice move. Now, Murphy, he could be a decent hold for gameweek 38 if you want to play him. And obviously, if you have other problems in your team, you could just play Murphy against Everton. I think that he's going to start at least. Now, someone like Semenyo, yeah, I think that is a better pick. I will have to make my transfers on Saturday evening as I will be out on Sunday and won't be back until after deadline. Yeah, I mean, if you have a good internet connection on your phone, you could make your transfers on Sunday. But if not, yeah, by Saturday we will know a lot of things about the press conferences, obviously, and if hopefully if Isak is going to start or not, and if Saka, if Arsenal players are going to be rotated in general. Now, yeah, Wan Bissaka could be a nice option here as a defender. Pretty much I would target these teams on a free, right? Arsenal, Bournemouth, I would have Bowen. Someone like Haaland could be a nice differential, but the team you see on the screen, I need to free up 2.6 million, so you need to give up on some players. Now, I don't know if I can do that. No, I can't do that by selling okay, so you got my point. If you want to go for Guardiol, you go for Guardiol and just I don't know, don't go for white. But I'm just going to buy here a cheap defender to have the money to show you a team which I can afford at least. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's say uh, I don't know. Let's say Ayari. Okay, so this is a team I can afford. I have 0.0 millions in the bank. Uh, as you can see here. Now, it really depends how you want to play it, how different you want to go. Also, Arcelino sent, thank you so much for joining the stream also. Guys, please consider leaving a like also on the stream if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. So this is a free team. Now, obviously, I didn't thought so much about the free because I'm not using it, obviously. So maybe you know better than me which players you want to target. But on a free, pretty much, if depending on if we get any leaks that some players are starting like Haaland, Havertz, Martinelli, I would try to feed them in because I think that you should go a little bit different with your free. And Haaland, Havertz, and Evan Nilsson are really nice forwards to target. Here you're gonna play four midfielders: Martinelli, Salah, Mbeumo, Bowen. In defense, if I was using my fleet, I think that I would go against Guardiol to try to go a little bit different by the crowd. I would go for something like White, Kerkez, and Livramento in my starting 11 in defense. And in this case, if you're going with two attackers from Arsenal, you just need to pick another goalkeeper. That could be Arrizabalaga, Martinez, Areola if you want, or Fabianski. We don't know which one is going to start. So yeah, pretty much this is something like a freet. And it's looking good, not going to lie. I wish I had my freet available. But yeah, if we go back to my team, I'm leading my mini league by 15 points. Should I copy paste my opponents? I mean, yeah, you could do that on a freet. That's a nice move. Uh, Obviously, he's going to make some transfer. So if you can foresee what transfer your rival is going to do, then yeah, obviously if you're using your freet and if you want to win that league, just try obviously to pick the good players who your rival also has. So Salah, I don't know, White, Raya, pick those players. Obviously you don't want to go super different because you want to win that league, right? So just copy paste your opponent team and try to predict what he's going to do. That's I would do, at least in my case. I know it's not so nice for your opponent when you're going to just copy his team, but it is what it is. It's a mini league. You want to win it, so yeah. Gordon could be a nice differential if you guys want to go full rogue on this. Okay, so there are some rumors at the moment. Newcastle dropped some training photos from just 1 hour ago. As expected, Isak is not included in any of them. So there is a report that is saying that he is a doubt for Sunday to play. It's a 50-50 pretty much with Isak. So that's not good news for me because I might be forced to sell Isak. But yeah, the chances are not great at the moment. Um, this news is from I'm just scrolling on Twitter. Some good sources are reporting that one is FPL Raptors, so Ross, and also Harry from FPL Harry. So yeah, Alexander Isak remains a doubt for Newcastle's Champions League D game against Everton on Sunday. Confidential has been told that the striker's chances of making the game are rated as 50-50, which is not great, and that his inclusion in the Sweden squad for their June international is not an indicator of him overcoming a growing issue. So, yeah, the news for Isak is not great at the moment. Let's see also what we're going to find out tomorrow and on Friday. Uh, yeah, tomorrow is Friday. Okay, so I forgot about that. Hi, Mr. B. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. Isak to Welbeck, if injured, I'm top of all mini leagues, but just want to go out with a bang. I mean, if you're really sure that you're going to win those leagues, you don't need to go safe. So yeah, I like Welbeck for gameweek 38. To be honest with you, as a differential now, I don't know. I think if it was my team, I would prefer to have someone like Evan Nilsson, but I think that they are close. Welbeck is going to play against Tottenham, which are defending horribly at the moment, but Spurs just won the UEFA Europa League, so congrats on them. I'm really happy about them winning that trophy. against Manchester United. So yeah, I like Welbeck as a differential. If you want to go out with a bang, I like Havertz if he's going to start. I like Gakpo if he's going to start. There are some nice punts to go in Gaming 38. Welbeck also, if João Pedro is not going to play, he's going to be on penalties also. So yeah, really nice fixture. And Brighton also scored 2 or 3 goals. 3 goals, right, against Liverpool. So they are scoring goals at the moment. Now Liverpool is not the best example, but you got my point. I'm 20 points ahead of one that brings most money. Okay, uh, yeah, 20 points is a pretty big lead, but yeah, if your decisions are going to be wrong a little bit, it's not impossible to lose that league. Now, obviously, you have a good advantage, and probably you're going to win that league, but I don't know. I would just go safe. If your rival, if the second place has Evan Nilsson, I would just buy Evan Nilsson probably. That's just my opinion. That's what I would do to be 100% secured of winning that mini league. But yeah, what about Chris? Uh, so Rizvan Ali, I think that you're referring to Chris Wood, right? I think that he's a decent keep if you have him, but I just don't see a good reason to buy Chris Wood if you don't have him at the moment. So I just think that there are better options at the moment. Now, if you have Wood, he's a perfectly fine option. Now, obviously, the fixture against Chelsea is not great. Chelsea are defending really good at the moment. Uh, Wood is not getting a lot of chances, but he's on penalties. So yeah, what about Chris Wood as an Isak replacement? I think that he's okay, but as I said before, I just think that now that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but if I'm going to sell Isak, I don't want to go for Chris Wood. I just don't think that's that exciting. I would prefer to target some strikers who have better fixtures. And I think that Chelsea is a tough fixture at the moment for Forest. And as I said before, the Chris Wood is not getting a lot of chances. He's on penalties. That's the good part about him. He could get the penalty even if he's not uh, having a lot of chances. But I just think that I would go for other strikers. That was a typo mistake when written about what about Chris. Okay, no problem. Hopefully I help you a little bit. If you have Chris Wood, definitely you can keep him. I don't see a problem with that. But if you want to buy new, I don't know. I think that there are better options at the moment. Second still has triple captain, so I feel to go differential Captain Bowen. Okay, that's nice. I like Bowen as a differential captain, so not too much to say about it. I think that personally, I think that Salah is going to score more points, but I could be wrong here. So yeah, you don't have a guaranteed. I like Salah for the captaincy. I like Bowen for the captaincy. Uh, Both of them are good options, to be honest. So uh, yeah, hopefully the swing is not going to be that big between the captains this game week. Now, obviously, if I'm going to captain Mohamed Salah, I just wish that Bowen is going to blank. Usually, I wish that Bowen is going to blank if I'm not going to have him in my team. But let's see what I'm going to do till the deadline. What about Watkins? Okay, I forgot to mention also Watkins is a great option as a striker if you have him. What about captaining Watkins? I don't know. I mean, I think that he's a great option. Obviously, he's the most transferred in forward, I think, for this gaming. Now, what I don't like about Watkins is that he's not on penalties, probably. But I like him as an option, as a forward playing against Manchester United, who are really bad at the moment. But again, as I said before, with Welbeck, with Newcastle, Aston Villa are fighting for the Champions League. They need to win this game. But I just don't think that they're going to go all out attacking Manchester United because they just want to win the game. So if it's going to be 1-0 or 5-0, it doesn't really matter to Aston Villa. They are going to be also a little bit more careful. Now, that doesn't mean that Watkins is not going to get chances. I think that he's going to get a lot of chances to score against Man United, but I don't know. I Depending on your rank, uh, if I had Watkins in my team, I wouldn't captain him. But that's just me, and I could be wrong. I maybe just set on Mohamed Salah at the moment. I just don't want to change it, and maybe I want to go safe. Uh, but yeah, I think that Watkins is also a nice option. I think that I prefer Salah and Bowen, but after that, Watkins, Evan Nilsson, these are the options. Sakai, if he's going to start, I think that he could be a great differential. But yeah, the problems with Saka, everybody knows them. We're not sure if how many minutes he's going to get. That's the only problem with him. Yeah, I was just checking Twitter to see if we get any more news. At the moment, no. And yeah, probably the press conferences are going to be tomorrow, right? So we're going to get a lot more info tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure how much time I'm going to spend on the phone and on YouTube, Twitter this weekend, but yeah, I'm going to post on YouTube also how my team is going to be, what my moves are going to be for the final game week of the season. Uh, so yeah, I'm going to keep you posted. After that, after I'm going to came back, probably I'm going to make another video before ending the season. I'm going to make probably also a stream. Probably is going to be a little bit late, so I understand, guys, if you're not interested in FPL anymore. But I'm just going to make a stream to thank all of you also for the massive support this season and to show you also my final rank, right? So because it's the best rank for me ever. Is there any chance you could check my team? Yeah, sure. You can write it here. That's why I'm here to try to answer the questions, to try to uh, give you some advice on your transfer plans and what I would do at least in your situation. So for sure, I can check your team, Mr. B. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. If you still have questions and they're going to be close to 10 people or something like that on the stream, I'm still going to be here. Okay, so I need to reset this, make sure I don't take a 44 hit. Um, so let's see your team, Mr. B. my internet connection is not amazing, I guess. Okay, so this is your team. I really like your defense, to be honest. Kerkez, Guardiol, Livramento, Raya, perfectly fine. Ainuri also nice backup if any of them are not going to play for some reason. Salak, Bowen, Belmo, Rogers, Watkins, Wisa, Isak. So I really like your team, to be honest with you. I wish this was my team. Yeah. So you have one free transfer, right? So you're going to sell Isak probably. So there isn't no point in making any other move. You have 0.8 millions in the bank, so yeah, you're just going to sell Isak, right? Um, yeah, not too much to talk about your team because it's just great. Uh, I was just looking if I could improve it something, but uh, yeah, I don't think that you should sell any of your other players. So it's pretty much just Isak. And as you said before, if you want to go different, you just have to pick between Evan Nilsson, Welbeck, Havertz, Gakpo, maybe. Yeah, these are the players you're going to. Now, I don't know who is your captain, but I talked a lot about my captaincy preference at the moment, and that's Mohamed Salah. But again, if you want to captain Bowen, that's great. If you want to captain Watkins, that's okay too. Or do a Murphy change, but it would be a differential. Uh, yeah. So if you wanna sell Murphy, as I said before, Semenyo, Barnes, Shade. I don't know if you can afford Gordon. Probably not. Yeah, Gordon is 7.4. So, uh, okay. So no, you can't afford Martinelli. Okay, so let's just put here 6 millions. Um, yeah, Semenyo, Barnes, Shade. I wouldn't go for Ahmad, Madue, Ketel, Tavernier. Mintech could be a nice option against Spurs, to be honest with you, as a differential. If you want to buy Welbeck, Mintech could be another good one, but he's not getting 90 minutes usually. Yeah, he should start, I think, but I would go probably for Semenyo, Barnes, or Shade, to be honest with you, and probably I wouldn't go for Shade in your case, but yeah, pretty much that's it. So not too much to see here. I mean, Ayari, I saw the game, obviously. He played a really good game against Liverpool, but I don't know, I wouldn't go for him. Although the eye test was really great with Ayari. He played really good against Liverpool, but I don't know. He could be a nice differential, don't get me wrong, but I would just try to go a little bit more safe because you wanna win the league, right? You don't wanna go super rogue, but yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for 10 likes. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on the stream, for all the support this season. It means a lot. Massive thank you to all of you. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're new around here, if you enjoy my content, Nwanieri. Okay, yeah, I forgot Nwanieri, Mr. B. If you wanna go super different, if we find out that Nwanieri is going to start, and if you can afford him, he could be a great option. I think that he's 5.3, 5.4, so definitely you can afford him. Um, Hi Hashir Akhtar, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Good to see you again here. I hope that you're having a good evening. Uh, yeah, sure. I can review your teams, guys. So this stream, I don't have a script or something like that. So we're just going to do what we have time to do. yeah, so if you wanna write your team here on the chat on YouTube, it's fine. If you wanna give me your ID, I can take a look at your team. It's no problem with that. Obviously, I'm trying to help. So 6103. So you were really fast in making your FPL team this season. Uh, so yeah, let's see your team. Now you can oh, 4.3 is Nonieri. Okay. I don't know why I thought he was 5 point something. Yeah, 4.3. Okay. Uh, Probably he's going to be more expensive next season, right? But sadly, he's playing as a right winger, right? So I don't know how many minutes he's going to get next season, but one to look for sure on the watch list from next season on. Okay, so this is your team. Raya, Guardiola, Livramento, Consa. Yeah, I would play them. Now here you have the option to sell Saliba to another defender, right? I think that it's totally fine to play Konsa against Man United away. I think that's a decent fixture. Now, yeah, I will say that Konsa is not a very attacking defender, but obviously he just scored last gaming, so I can't see that. I can't say that now, but surely he's not going to score every gaming, right? So yeah, not a problem with playing Konsa, Mohamed Salah, Mbeumo, Elanga, Rogers. Okay, so we have 2 free transfers. That's really nice. You have the bench boost left. Okay, so yeah, in that case, I would sell Saliba to White or Kerkez probably, or Calafiori if we know that he's going to start. He could be also a decent pick. Watkins, Wissam, Marmoush. Yeah, the problem is I'm not sure if I would sell. Probably I would just. Obviously, we're just going to keep Areola. I would keep Eze probably also against Liverpool away. I can see some goals in that game. Munoz is not great for a clean sheet, but he could do also okay. So you really need to see which players are you going to sell, because yeah, you're going to sell Saliba to White or Kerkez maybe, and then you need to sell another player. Let's see. For an example, if we sell Saliba to White, you're going to have 4.3 millions in the bank. So you can upgrade some players. Probably what I would do in your situation is to sell Elanga to another midfielder. It doesn't really matter which one you prefer. Someone like Bowen probably is the obvious pick, but you can go for someone like Martinelli. Uh, you could even go for De Bruyne. I think, yeah, you could go for De Bruyne if we get a league that is going to start. He could be also a nice option. So, yeah, you just need to see which is going to be your second transfer, right? If you don't want to keep Marmoush, but I don't know. I think that Marmoush is going to start against Fulham. But yeah, if we get a league that Marmoush is on the bench, then yeah, you're just going to sell Marmoush to another striker. But at the moment, I think that's what I would do. I would obviously you can sell Munoz to another defender, to someone like Kerkez, but I would prefer to buy some midfielders or some strikers. I think that Watkins, Wiss are perfectly fine. So yeah, you just need to decide on a midfielder or a striker if Marmoush is not going to play. Uh, what I would do, probably I would just sell Elanga to Bowen. What about the -4 for Munoz? I mean, that could work. But I don't know, taking a -4 for a defender, I know that you're playing your bench boost, so probably you're going to get, I mean, you're going to get 2 points at least. But with the defenders, I don't know. For example, if you're going to buy Kerkez and Leicester are somehow going to score, you're not going to feel great about taking the -4, so I'm not sure. I don't like the fixture for Munoz, don't get me wrong, but as an attack, from an attacking perspective, Munoz could do some damage against Liverpool. That's what I think. Now, of course, he's not going to score every gaming, but I think that he could get some assists and some goals. I think that I would not take the -4 for Munoz, but that's just me. If you want to go different, you could go for someone like Kerkez. If you want to go safe, just do those two transfers and be done with it. If you're happy with your rank, if you want to go super different, if you want to push a little bit more, I don't know which is your rank at the moment. I mean, I can see it here, right? So your rank is 400k. Yeah, I guess at your rank, maybe I would just take the -4, to be honest with you, because you don't have really anything left to lose uh, with this season. So yeah, probably I would just take the -4. And in that case, I don't know, you just buy White and Kerkez, and this would be your team. I would start Livram. I don't know, maybe Livramento instead of Guardiol to make a better image of how your bench is going to look like. So Areola, Eze, Guardiol, Konsa. I think that's a decent bench boost. Now, yeah, playing against Liverpool at Anfield is not great, but Eze is just scoring every gaming, so I think that's fine to just keep him. So, yeah. Hi, Dennis, can you check mine? Yeah, if we're now at the stage of checking teams, yeah, why not? Thanks, that helps. I thank you, Hashir Akhtar. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It really means a lot. Also for watching the content, my videos. It really means a lot, and yeah, I really appreciate it. And thanks again for being here, for supporting the channel. Yeah, hopefully I helped you a little bit. Now, again, I think that yeah, if I was at your rank, I would try to go a little bit different. Maybe take some hits because you don't have really anything left to play at the moment, just to try to gain a better rank, right, for the end of the season. And yeah, thanks a lot for joining the stream. So this is your team. You have 2.5 millions in the bank. Dope. uh I don't know how many free transfers you have, but yeah, in defense you have Munoz, O'Brien. Yeah, I would play Ainuri, Guardiol, Kerkez, Raya, Salah, Bone, Beumo, Elanga, Watkins, Wood, Wisa. If you have just one free transfer, I would sell, I don't know, Elanga or Wood to a Bournemouth midfielder or striker. Yeah, pretty much. You can sell Elanga to, I don't know, depending how different you want to go. As I said before, pretty much these are the options. If you want to go a little bit different, Martinelli, Barnes, you could go for someone like Gordon. Semenyo is a decent pick. If you have more than one free transfer, uh, you could sell Munoz to a defender. So let's just say, I don't know, Martinelli. But Martinelli, if we find out that he's going to start, either if you don't get a leak about Martinelli, just don't buy him. Okay, one free transfer, just want to win my mini league, 7 points ahead. Now, depending on your rivals team, I would do maybe try to buy some players, some good players that your rival has, uh, and try to block him a little bit. So that's what I would do. Now, yeah, probably with your team, I would buy maybe Semenyo or Evan Nilsson, whichever player you prefer more, pretty much. So, and depending also on your rival. yeah, other than that, I wouldn't sell Wissa, Watkins, Salah, Bowen, Beumo. Uh, I don't think that I would take a -4 because your lead is not so big. It's just 7 points between you and the second place. So I would try to play a little bit more careful here. No problem, though. Thank you so much for joining the stream. As I said before, guys, thank you so much for all the support this season. I know that I started making FPL content really late in the season, but hopefully from next season I'm going to see all of you again, and yeah, we can start uh, from the beginning. But thanks a lot. I really appreciate all your support. If you're watching and enjoying my videos, that's the most important thing. If you're giving a like, if you're putting a comment, it doesn't matter if it's a question or just a comment of your support. That really means a lot. And yeah, hopefully you're going to enjoy watching my content also from next season on. Yeah, sorry. At some point, I will need to take a break, maybe of 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to be back. If anyone is also interested to stay here for a chat, I'm going to stay a little bit. Second place doesn't have Bone, so thinking of captaining him. That's really nice, but also if the second place has Salah and he's going to captain Salah, and somehow Mohamed Salah outscore Bone, that's not going to be great for you. So you should consider all these things. Try to play this by taking some measures of damage limitation. So just make sure you're not going to go super different, because as I said before, if that's not going to work out for you, if for an example, if Bowen is going to blank and Mohamed Salah is going to score, you're just going to lose the mini league, right? So it really depends. If you know which player your rival is going to captain, maybe the sensible move would be to just captain him. I know maybe we shouldn't think like that, but uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think what I would do in your case. So Okay, so what should we talk now? Because I don't know. I think that I talked a lot about my team, so I'm sure you guys are bored about it already. Now, yeah, let's I don't know if you are interested. Let's try to see my gaming history this season. Now, yeah, please let me know if you're not interested in that. Then it's okay. Uh, with this reason, I'm just going to show you my FPL history. So this is my best ever FPL finish. Now, I started in 2018, as you can see here. Now, for the first 2 or 3 years, I just played FPL in a mini league. So I didn't really care about overall rank, and still, as you can see, in 2020 I got 25k, which is a decent rank, a good rank. So yeah, after that, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with my two ranks in 2022, 220, and yeah, in 2019, although I didn't care about my overall rank, I finished 300 and 53,000. So yeah, but overall I'm okay. I'm really happy with my ranking this season. Uh, let's just see. I was curious how many points I have now. So I have 2,000 and 580. So yeah, right now I have the most points. I had also ever. And as you can see, I started the season really well. With in gaming one, I was 185,000, which is great. And then, yeah, obviously, in the first game weeks of the season, your rank is going to fluctuate a lot. But then I got a lot of green arrows, and from this point in game week 15, where I was um, 26k, then my way was just upwards. Here pretty much in gaming 22, 23, from 14k to 6k was a big leap. And yeah, my best rank this season was 1.4k, which was amazing. Sadly, after that, as I just decided to score uh, every gaming, and that pretty much didn't help my rank. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to get a green arrow in gaming 38, and I'm going to be inside the top 2k. My target was trying to get inside top 1k, but that's not going to be easy, and I'm going to be really lucky to do that. So I'm going to be honest here. Um, the difference between me and top 1k is 16 points. So uh, it's doable, it's not impossible, but it's really hard also. Hi, Harlotsville, thank you so much for joining the stream, really appreciated. Merino or Trossard or Martinelli as differentials. Now, the player I like the most from those three is Martinelli. I don't think that I would go Merino, because if Havertz is going to start, Havertz is going to play as a number 9, so uh, yeah, and Merino is not going to play as a number 9, obviously, so I wouldn't go for Merino. Trossard and Martinelli, I like both of them. Now, I would advise you to try to wait to see if you get some leaks, because if Trossard is going to start, then just play him. If Martinelli is going to start, just buy him. But if both are going to start, I prefer more, I think, Martinelli. But both of them are really great, I think, so it's not a big difference. So yeah. Also, guys, what I'm really proud this season, if you don't know, I'm from Romania. So obviously I'm in the Romanian league, and in my country, I'm at the moment my place is 11. So yeah, really happy with that. If you just move to Romania, as you can see here, obviously it's my best finish in Romania also. So yeah. really nice to be so high. And also, there are a lot of FPL players in Romania, so it's not like we are 50 or 100 or something like that. So, yeah, it's not so easy to be here. But yeah, this season was amazing for me. Now the difference is 46 points. So yeah, sadly, I'm not going to win the Romanian league. But at least if I'm going to get in top 10k, it's really nice to be. With double digit to have a double digit rank, although it's in a country, but yeah, it's nice to be here. So yeah, also guys, drop your ranks also in your country if you want to do that. What about Luis Diaz instead of Arsenal players? I think that Luis Diaz is a nice option. I didn't mention him a lot, I think, at all this stream, but I think that Diaz is a nice option. Now obviously you're not sure which players are going to start in front, but if I predict it at the moment, I think that Diaz, Gakpo, and Salah are going to start for Liverpool. I think that Liverpool are going to go full strength. So, yeah, I really like Diaz as an option. I think that there are going to be a lot of goals in that game. But I don't know. Obviously, I like more the fixture for Arsenal against Southampton. Both are great. It's tough to separate them. Martinelli, Diaz. I don't know. I think that both of them are going to score if they are going to start. So it's not uh, a big difference between them. If I was to pick one, I'm a Liverpool fan, so probably I would just go for Luis Diaz. But yeah, I don't know. Also, I think that the Liverpool players are going to try to help Mohamed Salah to get some assists and goals. Maybe that could make you think a little bit. So yeah. Hi Kedarnath, Rudravan, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. How are you also? And I hope that you're having a good evening. I have 3 transfers and want to take a risky move. Can you suggest? Here is my current team. Raya, Wan-Bissaka, Livramento, Gvardiol, Rogers, Sar, Salah, Mbeumo, Cunha, Mateta, Marmoush. I currently 42,000 in England League. That's nice, right? Congrats on that. Now, obviously, in England, there are a lot more players than in Romania. So I know that, obviously. Um, I don't know. I'm not in that league, right? For some reason, I'm in Liverpool league. Maybe I should add some more. So in Liverpool, I'm 400. Can I join? You can join up to 30 invitational leagues and 5 public leagues. Ah, okay. So, uh, yeah, I can't right now. Okay, probably. So sorry, Kedarnath. Now you have 3 transfers. I would sell Cunha, Mateta, and Sar in your place. I would sell Sar to Bowen, Cunha to Evan Nilsson, and Mateta to Welbeck or something like that. It really depends how different you want to go, because uh, you could sell Sar to Barnes, to Semenyo, Bowen. These are the best options. Cunha, I don't know. If you can get to someone like Watkins, is a nice option. Evan Nilsson, Welbeck, Wilson, if he's going to start for Newcastle, could be a nice differential. Uh, Nwanieri, if he's going to start, could be a nice differential, as Raul mentioned before. Okay, guys, so I think that in 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to take a break. I need to go downstairs to meet someone. I'm going to miss for 5 or 10 minutes, but I'm going to be back. If you are still going to remain here, I'm going to be back. So yeah, do you have a league, Dennis? Yeah, yeah, I have a league, but as I started making FPL content really late, not a lot of people are in it. This is my league. We're 12 people here, and at least I'm winning my league. So congrats to me. Uh, yeah, you can join it here. Another player just joined, so we are 13 at the moment. What is the code? Here, I think that hopefully you can see it on the screen. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in the chat also. Or I'm going to put also a link. I don't know if you can. Okay, that should be fine. Thank you so much, guys, for 14 likes. Really appreciated. Also, I'm winning a lot of my mini leagues, as you would expect, because my overall rank is amazing at the moment. So yeah, what I realize is that if you're having a good overall rank, the chances are you're going to win a lot of mini leagues. But yeah. Just join your league. Thank you so much, Rizwan Ali. Hopefully, you're going to join also from next year, and hopefully, we're going to be more than 100 at least. So, yeah, thanks a lot for joining the stream. Shout out to all the people who join also my mini league. As you can see here, Pew Pew, Anthony, Ora, I Feel Good, Dream Team Cavani, Kuma and Friends, Paula, Paul Jota, Edgar, minus 40, Debs. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining. Really appreciated. Um, let's see. The second one in my league is Theodor Danov, and his rank is also 24k. So congrats also. Probably he's not here on the stream, but yeah, congrats. Anthony, 39k. Ovi Stefan, 53k. Dream Team, 68. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining. Also for watching the content, it's really appreciated. Also Mahit Dahal, who just joined. Also, thanks a lot. Now, I don't know, guys. Do you think we should end the stream here? I don't know if any more people are going to came. So yeah, I think that we covered a lot of topics in this gaming. Obviously, if you have other questions, you can just comment them on my videos on the stream. Obviously, on the video on the live after is going to be uploaded. You can message me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on pretty much all the platforms. I don't know how much time I'm going to be on the phone this weekend, but if I have the time, I'm going to try to answer your questions, to try to help you, to give you last minute advice. But yeah, I think that we're going to end it here. Thanks a lot again for all the supports. Dope, sorry, maybe you missed it, but I'm not going to be able to do a deadline stream on Sunday. That's why I moved it for today. I'm not going to be at home. I'm going to take a trip to Liverpool. So yeah, I'm not going to be able, sadly, to make a deadline stream. But if you guys are still interested in FPL content, after I came back, I'm going to do a stream probably to see my final rank and yeah, probably also some videos. And yeah, thanks a lot for all your support this season. Really appreciated. It really means a lot. I don't know. I'm lost for words and. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It really helps me a lot to try to grow my channel. From the next season, I'm going to be here from the beginning. But yeah, I think that I'm going to end it here. but you're going to hear with me. You're going to hear me soon. So yeah, I hope that you're going to have a great game week. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. All the good stuff. Stay with your friends, with your loved ones, and yeah, thanks a lot for being here. And I'm going to see you soon. Bye.